Jared, yeah, thanks for joining me. Yeah, man, how's fight week looking? You said you just got into town this morning and getting a few workouts in this morning.
One so far this afternoon. It was a late workout because I had to travel and quarantine first thing after the test. But got cleared from that, COVID free. Got my gear, got a little cardio session in, so I got a nice sweat in, a good stretch in. Did some interviews before this one, and I'm doing some more now. I'm gonna eat some good food, do another workout later, and do it again. Well, not the same thing, but on to the next day.
What's on the menu for fight week for you? You got some good food, but yeah, there's always that battle with the scales.
I think it's trifecta. Whatever the guys from the PI give us. I got some grilled chicken into tzatziki sauce, which I'm not gonna eat that tzatziki sauce. But I need some more veggies. They don't have any veggies in here. Okay, but yeah, it still tastes good.
How's the arm? Obviously, you had surgery after the fight with Rob Whittaker last year. How's it all heal up? All good? Oh, nice scar there. That's huge.
It is huge. Well, the first one was smaller. The first one was about this big. And then it was declared like a non-union. So they had to take the plate out, put a bigger plate in, do some medical wizardry, grafting and all that bull crap they call it. And gave me a bigger scar and a bigger plate. So that was back in February. So at this point in time, the arm is feeling great. I've gone through a whole camp. And I'm ready to fight on Saturday.
Like, do you notice it? Is there like anything changed there? Do you have to think about it when you're fighting or sparring, or?
Not when I'm sparring, no. Only thing I do is just actively stretch it out and keep that range of motion going. And I'm just going to continue the stuff I was doing in physical therapy. The arm is better and stronger than it was prior. So I'm going to keep doing those things on both of my arms just to further strengthen both of them.
And how does that fight sit with you now? Sort of, what are we now? Sort of 8 or 9 months on, or even longer? Knowing that, that the injury happened so early in the fight, and like you were able to keep going, and it was a good fight. Like, part of you wonder whether what would have happened without the injury?
I wouldn't say part of me wonders. Part of me sort of knows what would have happened, but that part of me is mostly my ego talking. But anyway, looking back at the fight, it is what it is. I can't really, I don't have any, I try not to take anything negative away from it. I only try to take the positive away from it. So it sucks the fact that I broke my arm, that my arm got broken in the fight and I couldn't, get the win. But there's a lot of positives that I took from it as well. A lot of lessons that I learned. And, good experience all around.
What did you take out of it? In a positive light?
Well, one, I got to be prepared for the unexpected to be able to fight handicapped. Two, I have to be able to just fight better. Ways to fight better. I'm not going to say what ways to fight better, but just ways to fight better. That's one of the things that any fighter who cares about, his skill level is going to do after a competition. They're immediately going to go like, man, how can I, analyze. They're going to try to analyze the whole thing, themselves, how they felt in there, everything. Replay it over there in their minds 10,000 times, probably watch the fight a million times and try to grow from it. So that's what I've done.
Is that one you'd want to run back with Rob Whittaker? Do it again?
I mean, I wouldn't mind fighting him again. The dude is a good fighter. He's one of the best in the world. So why not? Those are the guys who I want to fight. Fighting them twice, I feel, will give me even more of a chance to beat them because I already got a taste, and, but it is what it is. I'm not going to sit here and, what's the word? Scream for a fight with Robert Whittaker. I want to fight the champ. I want to get the belt. So if Robert gets the belt, then hey, even better. 2 birds, 1 stone. I get that win back, and I get the champ, and I get the belt. But who knows what the future holds?
Yeah, I think it was probably widely agreed upon that if you won that fight, you would have got a title fight with Israel Adesanya. Where do you think you are now? Like, is when this weekend put you right back in that frame, or how far away do you think you are?
Well, it definitely would put me closer. So, and a dominant win would be, what's the word? They won't be able to argue a dominant win.
Yeah.
So it'll be more bargaining power, if you will, for myself. But I mean, I feel I'm still number 3 as far as rankings go. I'm still number 3. And again, a dominant win would only what's the word? Further insinuate me being the top contender at this point.
Do you look at, like, how much have you looked at Kelvin Gastelum's fight with Rob last year as well? And, is that something that plays into your mind, how he fought him and, how you fought Rob and how those styles might match up? Or how do you approach that?
Funny thing is, watching that fight with Kelvin early on, between Rob and Kelvin early, like when I first started, it was hard to watch Kelvin. You know what I'm saying? I was just watching Rob. I'm like, how did this motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? So, but I was just watching him, but refocus myself and watch Kelvin. And that, among other fights, I like watching him against what's his name? Chris Weidman, who's a big wrestler, but he's a good striker as well. And I think he gets his aggression from his ability to wrestle and fear from or not having the fear of being wrestled. So I liked Weidman's approach in that fight. It was smart. It was pretty meticulous as far as his striking. He picked his strikes. It was kind of what I plan on doing. This is what I want to do in all my fights. I want to be very versatile, be diverse, if you will. So, again, just be a better fighter.
When you say in the early part of that Whittaker Gastelum fight where you were just watching Rob, like you couldn't watch Gastelum, what do you mean by that? What were you seeing?
Well, I was more analyzing how Rob was fighting as opposed to analyzing how Kelvin was fighting. So not that I was watching him in, what's the word? Like in like a vindictive sort of manner or anything like that. Just studying him, if you will. So yeah.
How do you think? I think another fight that they want to do, I think, is widely regarded is going to happen is Whittaker versus Adesanya 2. Having fought Rob not long ago, and obviously, I think Rob said he just wasn't on his game when he fought Adesanya first time around. How do you think a rematch might go with him?
I don't know. That's a tough one. Izzy had his number the whole time. To be honest, after that fight, I think Rob has changed a little bit, or maybe Izzy got him out of his game, because Rob did seem pretty aggressive in his fight with Izzy, and he wasn't too aggressive in our fight, and he was maybe a little bit a touch more aggressive in his fight with Kelvin, but probably because it was a 5-rounder.
Yeah,
but I don't know, man. Izzy had his number the first time.
And that's obviously you would want the winner of that fight. You want whoever's got the belt. You'd want to fight. You'd want to take on
whoever's got the belt.
And there was talk of, or I don't know what it was, maybe social media or something back and forth. I know Israel Adesanya mentioned your name a couple of times. How like stylistically does that fight intrigue you? Like how would you approach that one?
That's a very intriguing fight. The dude's long and rangy. He's predominantly a striker, so that's right up my alley. I love to strike. I love to figure it out. I love to study that aspect of the game. I like watching strikers fight strikers. We always talk about striker versus grappler thing, but that's predictable, man. A striker, and I ain't talking about no brawler versus no brawler. I'm talking about intelligent strikers versus intelligent striking. You feel me? I think it's rare that we see that in the octagon, only at the highest level, And so, yeah, he's one of those guys who I see as an intelligent elite level striker. I see myself as an intelligent elite level striker. And I think if you put that together, it's going to create intelligent, super elite level striking because, you know, he's going to make his adjustments. I'm going to have to make mine, you know, and, you know, it's a fight, dude. So it's going to be fun to watch.
Where do you sort of see yourself, like in terms of that intelligent striking, like a level, or like obviously Israel Adesanya is near the top. Where do you see yourself in terms of the whole UFC, not just middleweights, in terms of the whole?
Well, to be honest, as far as I'm concerned, in my pool, there's only one. So me, I'm the top, I'm the bottom, I'm the middle, I'm everywhere. Everybody else doesn't matter. You know, that's for y'all to decide. As far as I'm concerned, I'm not even thinking along those lines. Me, one, mine, I'm the best.
Nice, man. I'm getting the call to wrap up this interview, but I've enjoyed it thoroughly and appreciate your time, man. And good luck this weekend.
No problem. Thank you.